When you straddle the pass line like this, you're placing the point. You do throw the point on the next roll, you're gonna still get $25. I personally don't like to necessarily play the pass line when I play this strategy. Okay, so when I showed you this strategy, I had the layout here of the 160 across with $5 on the C and the E. The way you would play that at a casino is on the come out roll. Of course, none of this is working. You wouldn't have this out there. The point would get established. Let's say that they throw, a 9. Okay, so the puck is on the 9. And now you're playing just a regular game of craps for 2 rolls. You have no pass line, you have no don't pass. You're just hoping, that they don't 0.7 or 0.7. But let's go ahead and add a pass line to this. Okay guys, so starting with a pass line bet, as you can see there, they would actually get the dice on the come out roll. They would throw the dice. Okay, point is an 8. Puck would go on. You now have your pass line bet available. So the way I would play this here is you would put your money across. Okay, and now you're ready to play. In this case here, the reason I laid that out there is on the don't side, you could choose to play it or not to play it. So in this case right here, I was showing you, since you have your pass line covered, you could take this down and you have 2 choices. If you want to risk a little bit more money, then you can add odd bets, however much you want. Okay, if it's a $25 table, then you're going to have at least 25 behind there. Or you could leave it just as it is right here and play it this way. So if you do throw the point on the next roll, you're gonna still get $25, all right? You'll go backwards 5, so you'd make 20 profit. But this would be the layout for a point, okay? When you establish the point with a pass line. Let me show you how this works though. So let's say 2 rolls goes by and you make it past 2 rolls, you throw a 9, you get paid for the 9, and then you throw a 5 and you get paid for the 5. At that point, you're gonna bring down these bets here. You're gonna ask the dealer to turn off your bets. All right, and now you're done with this shooter except for your pass line. So you still have something in play here. So that's how you would play this strategy with an adjustment by using the pass line bet. Okay guys, let's show you another way you could play this from the light side. But if you don't want to take that extra chance with the pass line bet here, I personally don't like to necessarily play the pass line when I play this strategy. I just hate having an even money bet in my favor, okay? So the way I play it, when I want to play the light side with this, is I'll go with no pass or no don't pass. I'll allow the point to be established. Let's say they throw the puck and it becomes a 6. So I just place the point just like you see it here. And at this point right here, I play my 2 rolls now. So let's act like we're fortunately getting past 2 rolls. Let's say they throw the 9, we get our payment, and then they throw the 5, we get our payment. All right, so now we bring these bets down, we don't put them back out. And what happens is we ask them to turn our place bets off. The reason we're doing this too, so it's not much work for the dealers. All right, they're not bringing down your bets, putting them up, bringing them down, putting them up. And the cool thing about this for dealers is when they turn your place bets off, you're done with this shooter. You don't even have to give them money for the next shooter. It's already ready. You just turn your place bets on the roll after the point. Okay, but right here, I'm still gonna play light side by turning off my place bets. But now, I personally just place my own bet. When you straddle the pass line like this, you're placing the point. So at this point here, this isn't a proper bet. You still have to make them proper like if you give them to them at the casino. Okay, a 6 requires $30 to place the 6 when you give it to the dealer. So it also requires you $30 to place the point yourself. All right, now this isn't a contract bet. I could pull this down at any time if I felt like it. All right, but now what I did for myself is I've turned off my place bets to still stick with the probability. But if I felt like having some skin in the game and wanted to play along with the table, that's when I would just go ahead and place a pass line bet for myself. And that means I'm playing for the point. So now if the point gets hit, I'm gonna get paid correctly. I'm gonna get paid $35 instead of if I did it the other way where I played a $25 pass line. All right, now if the point gets hit, I get even money. So that's the way I like to play the light side with this strategy. Okay, let's talk about playing it with the dark side. All right, so you can play this strategy with the dark side also. Now the benefit to playing it with the dark side is if you can make it past that come out roll, you're gonna lose less money on a 0.7 or a 0.7. And then you have the actual most common number in your favor. So after the 2 rolls are done and you turn your bets off, you now have the 7 in your favor. Let's take a look at how that would work. Okay, so let's say that we've got our don't pass set and the point comes out on the 10. So now you're gonna place your bets. And at this point here, it's your choice. If you wanna place this to kind of give yourself a hedge, you can go ahead and place it. I personally do not place the point when I'm playing the don't. And then now I just wait for 2 rolls. So here's the layout. Okay, so I'm back to my normal layout. I take 2 rolls. Let's say the 5 gets hit, I get my payment. Let's say the 8 gets hit, I get my payment. These bets now come down. My bets are off. And now I'm waiting for big red. All right, and that's how you could play this on the dark side. All right, another way you could play the dark side with this strategy is on the come out. If you don't want to do that either because you're worried about the 7 coming on the come out, you can lay a number. You can choose to lay a 4. All right, and you could do it the same way. So let's say come out roll, you're laying the 4. If the 7's thrown, now you don't lose the don't. You actually make some money because you're laying the 4. All right, so that's one advantage. Instead of playing the don't pass, if you still want to go dark side, you could lay a number, pick any number you want to lay. All right, let's say you lay the 4, the puck comes out on an 8. Now you've got a choice to make. You could leave that lay up. All right, if you want to leave the layup, you can. And if you don't want to, you can just place it. All right. You can play your 2 rolls since it didn't come out as a 7. You can play your 2 rolls. The 5 gets hit, the 4 gets hit. These come down. You can turn your bets off. Okay. And then you can just sit off and wait for big red to come. Okay. Or if you want to take a chance, you can keep a number laid till the 7 comes. I don't necessarily recommend that. But those are some options and those are some things you can do with this strategy. Okay. All right, let's look at some other things we can do at the $25 level here. Okay, let's look at this way we could play. This is an adjustment you can make also. You don't have to come all the way down with your bets. Let's take a look at this in a different view here. Let's say that we're playing it the way that I would personally play it. I wouldn't play a pass or a don't pass. This wouldn't be on the come out roll. So let's say the puck gets thrown. The dice gets thrown and the puck's on the 5. Point is a 5. So now for 2 rolls, I'm going to go ahead and play my strategy. Remember, the other adjustments you can make is do things like go more than 2 rolls. If you want to gamble a little bit more, maybe stay up for 3 rolls, stay up for 4 rolls, whatever it is. I just say that 2 rolls are easier to get past than 3, than 4, because we've all been on tables where you see a lot of 0.7s and a lot of 0.7s. So understand this strategy is based on probability, but that doesn't guarantee a win. I absolutely lose with this strategy also. I'm not promoting this as a strategy you're going to always win with. What I'm saying is this is a strategy with probability, and I win more with this strategy than I do with any other strategy that I play. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. So, all right, so let's look at it this way. Let's say that a 6 is thrown, you get $35. All right, you lose 5 of it because you're going to replace it there. So you've got a profit of 5. So this is something you can do too as an adjustment. All right, let's say a 9 is thrown, you're going to get $35. 35 for the 9. You're going to replace it with that. All right, now if you come down, you bring these down too. You have $60 already at your disposal here. Okay, so at this point, you can go ahead and if you would like to, you could tell them to take down your bets. All right, and you could play just a 6 or an 8. So you've got enough to play a free 6 and an 8 now, right there. If you look at it, if you told them, say, bring down my 4, 5, 9, and 10, you could see here that this is now a free chance for you to win some money. All right, that's another adjustment you can make is you can go 2 hits and then stay up with it. All right, if you go 3 hits and you get lucky to get past it, you could add another number somewhere. All right, if you're playing at a $10 table, you could play at the $25 level, so you win $60 with 2 rolls, and now you got $60 on a $10 table, which could make you go 44 across. At that point, you're still gonna have $16 profit, and you have $44 in play. All right, I was just showing you at a $25 level, but you could do things like that at the lower level tables. Play at a higher level and then regress down and keep some money on the table. Okay, so before I sign off on this video, I just want to show you real quick how this would work. So let's say that the puck is on the 8, point comes out as an 8. Okay, we throw a 5, you're gonna get 25, you're gonna get $35 for that. Okay, we're gonna replace this 5 with that, so our profit is $30 on that roll. All right, now let's say a 9's thrown, we're gonna get paid $35 for the 9. Okay, but we've got to replace it with this because you end up losing 5 for that. So your profit was $30 for that roll. All right, so if you look at it, when we turn our place bets off, this is just a visual for you guys. When we turn our place bets off, we have $60 right here that we profited on this roll. Okay, so if you don't do anything external outside of this, then you keep a $60 profit per shooter. If you can get past 10 shooters, 2 rolls, you're gonna roughly estimate make 60 per shooter times 10 would be $600. The other thing you could do with this strategy here is you could play like the ATS, you could play any of the side bets you want, all right? So those are some other adjustments you can make to it. All right, guys, if you like these adjustments and you wanna see it in action, click on the video that's up there right now and I'll catch you guys there.